Wrestling fans, I'm Dan Marty.
And I'm Mr. USA WWE Hall of Famer Tony Atlas.
Tony, we want to send out some special thanks to some very special people that have been helping make Wrestling Insiders happen. You have Brandon Stone in Algona, Iowa. He had the Jake the Snake t-shirt bundle. Craig Fratta, Denver, Colorado, got an autographed print. Frank Riley of West Long Branch, New Jersey, the Undisputed Era autograph poster. Robert Brown of Nashua, New Hampshire. He's one of the heavy hitters. He's a big help to what we do, Tony. He got autographed posters of Finn Balor and Adam Cole. Joshua Kraft of Akron, Ohio, got the Oscar WrestleMania 35 photo. Summer Robbins of La Puente, California, the Sasha Banks WrestleMania 36 autograph photo. Sasha Banks autograph photo. And then, Tony, I know we were talking about this one before we went on the air. Mary Barrow of Montclair, New Jersey. She got the Braun Strowman autograph poster, not for herself, but for her niece Jackie, who was celebrating a very happy birthday. So we got to send Jackie a big happy birthday shout-out.
Happy birthday, Jackie.
Jackie, happy birthday from a WWE Hall of Famer. All of the people we just mentioned have been getting, as you see on this set, we have such a great array of merchandise, autograph photos, autographed posters. We got Tony's artwork. We're going to be talking about that. We've got DVDs. We've got so much more on eBay. If you check out something on the eBay store that you know you really like, contact us, because if you set up something with us using PayPal off of eBay, eBay doesn't take a big cut, not only of the sale, but for some reason, eBay takes a percentage of what the shipping and handling costs. I don't want to bore you too much talking about it, Tony, but also want to point out, fans, we're going to have a great tribute to the man, the Ugandan Giant Kamala. But as you see right here, we have this 11 by 17 print of Tony's original drawing of Kamala, autographed by Tony. We only have one right now. Maybe for Christmas time we might have a few more. But if you're a big Kamala fan and you want more than just a print, Tony, I want you to show off this yourself. That you personally drew this up at your house in Auburn, Maine. That is the original drawing of the Ugandan Giant Kamala by Mr. USA Tony Atlas. I know Tony's good. This came out even better than I could have imagined. Kamala sat in this very studio where Tony is sitting right now. It was one of the most emotional interviews we've ever done. Kamala is a deep man, I guess is one way you could describe it. And how great would that look on in your wrestling fan cave if you're a great fan of WWF wrestling, world-class wrestling. Kamala competed around the world. He had a very tough end to life. We've been trying to raise funds to help his GoFundMe, to help with his funeral and wake expenses, and, you know, afterlife expenses. Even when we pass away, there are still costs that go along with the end of life, Tony. And I have to tell you, you did a beautiful, that's one of the best drawings I've ever seen you do. You put a lot of time into it.
Thank you.
All right, wrestling fans, right now, we're going to take a brief time out. When we come back, a brand new Wrestling Insiders is up next.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Hi, wrestling fans. Welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Marty, joined by
Mr. USA Tony Atlas.
I don't think anything could cover last week's episode with all that plowing going on.
I don't know. We got to worry about doing that thing, brother.
It's like the Bunny Ranch in Nevada. There was a lot of plowing going on.
We keep, you know.
We do.
That's right.
All right, Tony, very interesting one. We've talked about many times on this program how professional wrestlers are not employees, they're independent contractors. Vince McMahon alerted the entire roster not too long ago that they were given 1 month to disassociate with any sort of third-party social media platforms, whether it be a company like Twitch that does videos, whether it be Cameo that does personal video greetings, even those using their real name. Vince McMahon and WWE is trying to claim ownership over someone's biological name at this point, and they're getting bashed in the media at this point, as I don't know how a company can take ownership over someone's real name that they were given birth to, Tony. Do you think, like a lot of folks in the mainstream media feel right now, Maybe WWE is going just a little bit too far.
No.
Why is that?
You're on a contract with them.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't be diddly squat without them. You have to use, Vince is paying you now to use what you got. They are biting at, see, he should have been done that a long time ago. It's long overdue. You see, guys are stupid. Vince is paying these guys to promote the WWE. Now, if, like I have Boston Wrestling here, right?
Yeah.
If I get a social media thing going, and I'm talking on all these social media, and then when you get me, what are you going to talk to me about that they ain't already saw on other stuff? So when Vince get these guys, they giving their talent, they're giving things away to other people just to have a conversation, and Vince got big money invested in these guys. It's long overdue. That's being disrespectful to Vince. You don't do that. He's paying, like you say, $400,000 a year.
Just about everybody at this point.
$400,000 a year. Now, what in the hell you need to be on social media giving all your stuff? People don't need to go to Vince. See what Vince wants, which I can't blame him. If I was the owner, I would do it the same way. If you want to know something about Seth Rollins, you go to WWE website, okay? But if Seth Rollins is doing his own personal thing on the side, because social media now is part of the business. It's kind of like what they doing. They want to wrestle for Vince McMahon, wrestle for WWE, but then occasionally go wrestle for AEW. It's the same thing. Social media is a part of the business now.
Right.
In the olden days, no, Vince didn't have to do that. They didn't have that social media platform. So now, if I want to know something about Seth Rollins, I don't need to go to the WWE website. I go to Seth Rollins' website. See what I'm saying?
But do you think that WWE should be able to control these people's lives outside of work?
They're not controlling their lives. This is social media.
Well, if someone wants to go on the Twitch platform and play video games with fans, you think that's wrong?
No, it's wrong because you don't understand what I'm trying to say, brother. It's taken from Vince. They don't need to go to his website to find out about these people. These people are using, wouldn't nobody give a rat ass about them anyway, about what they type if they wasn't with the WWE.
Do you think
the only reason they want to talk to Seth Rollins is because he's with the WWE? No, I do not. Now, if you want to have a social media to talk to your family and to talk to your friend, that's okay. But they're not doing that. It started back with that guy, Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder.
That's where it started. Zack Ryder, you know, they had no push for him, but then they saw all the followers he had on the social media, so they started pushing because of the social media. But now social media is bigger than the regular media.
Yeah.
Social media is bigger than Fox. It's bigger than CNN. It's bigger than the WWE. It's the largest platform in the world. Vince is on social media. So yes, he had to protect his company. No, I don't give a red ass about what anybody say. They got no money invested in this. The people that run their mouth. Vince got money invested in Seth Rollins. He got money invested in Brock Lesnar. He got big money invested in these people, and he can't even run shows. And the only way that Vince could sell these people or make money off these people is on social media.
Well, WWE is coming under attack because they're not just telling, let's just eliminate the human aspect of it. They're trying to tell not employees what to do, they're trying to tell independent contractors what to do. And I think this could be a case that comes back to bite WWE.
But you know it's rather I do than not independent contractor. Come on.
I don't see, well, that's what they're labeled as.
But see, you have to understand what happened in the world.
Yeah.
Now, years ago, these people that are talking, that worked great in 1970, in 1980. They got a beef. But this is different now. This is social media. On social media, there is people in England, people in Germany, people in Ireland is communicating with WWE superstars without going to Vince McMahon. And Vince is the one that gave them the platform. And now they going off doing their own thing on Vince. No, when you're with Vince, you should work for the company. When I was a wrestler,
But they don't work for the company. They're independent contractors.
They get a paycheck.
As an independent contractor, not an employee.
Yeah, but In your contract, you're getting paid to help to develop. See what they want to do, they want to take from the WWE, but not give back. That's how you give back. To talk to Tony, if I was on a contract with the WWE, if you don't work for the WWE, I'm not doing Boston Wrestling. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. If you got as big as Vince, and some guy called me up and said, Tony, I want to do an interview with you, I'm not going to do that. I said, you got to clear with the office. If you want to, see these social media guys, you don't realize they come to Vince's website to learn about Seth Rollins, to learn about Roman Reigns, to learn about Rey Mysterio. That's what they come to Vince's website for. But if I develop my own, Vince is spending a whole lot of money on me, and I'm sitting at home, and I'm getting all the followers coming to me personally. You don't do that to a company. When they finish with Vince, when they no longer under contract, even as a subcontractor, it's just like you keep bringing up subcontractor. What if you hired a contractor to come and work on your house, okay? Then he would buy extra material and start working on a neighbor house, but you paying for it.
Well, okay, if I was paying for materials that was being used on someone else's home.
He's paying for them to be able to have that type of following.
Well, the agreement that WWE wants to have with these wrestlers is that they want to contract them to perform on their television shows. They're not employees, they are independent contractors. If they want to have that kind of ownership over their existence outside of wrestling, they should be employees.
I don't agree. I think you're cutting the throat business.
You think I am?
Oh,
really?
Why do you think Vince is doing it? He sees the numbers. They're not coming to him to find out about Seth Rollins. They're going to Seth Rollins. And the only way they're going to Seth Rollins because Vince put him in a position where they're interested in him.
So you think from the WWE point of view, they're making stars out of them and people are going into other places to learn about them? Well, I can see that point of view to some degree.
How do you like to pay me to do an episode, but I don't do it for Boston Wrestling? See? Put yourself in Vince's shoes. You pay guys to do for you. You pay people to work the camera, you pay people to do this, you pay people to do that. What if I come here, you pay me, and I go work for somebody else? You ain't gonna like that. No company gonna like that. You can't go to any wrestler. In the old days, we couldn't do that. You with that company, you had to be all in. That's what make it works. That's what makes it worse. That's what make the company. That what make you more valuable to Vince too. Because what they don't realize, they're hurting themselves by doing that. Because Vince look at them numbers, and they see this guy don't have a lot of followers on WWE Network. So Vince said, why is I paying this guy almost $500,000 a year? $500,000
on the
a year.
lower end.
Yeah, that's the minimum pay you just told me.
Well, not exactly the minimum, but that's about, for most, that's about as low as it goes.
That's what I'm trying to say. A guy getting almost, he's getting $400,000 a year, but he's creating his own following outside of the business. Vince is paying you for internet. He's paying you for television. He's paying you for magazines. He's paying you for advertising. He's paying you for your image.
Do you think they should put that in the contract then?
It is. It was in mine.
Well, you know, the funny thing is technology is changing so rapidly, it's kind of hard to tell when you sign a contract.
Social media, because these guys stay on social media. Yeah. And they are developing their own platform. So that no matter how you slice it down, if you ran a wrestling show here in Melrose and another company run a wrestling show the next town over, you don't think they're going to hurt your attendance?
No, you're right.
He's looking at his company. They're not looking at the company. They don't give a the wrestler that do that don't give a red ass about the WWE. They in it for themselves. They don't care about the company. You know, if I'm on a contract with WWE, I ain't gonna do no interview with nobody. I ain't gonna do no social media swap. If I go on social media, I will go on Facebook to talk to my daughter or my grandkids or my family. You know, family and friends. But I'm not gonna have an open session on it, you know, using what Vince built. And I'm stealing from Vince. Because he's the one that made me popular enough to be on social media. He did that.
That's a very valid point. That's a very valid point.
Without Vince, who give a shit about, excuse my expression, people, I'm sorry, who give a rat butt about any of them if it wasn't for Vince putting them in that predicament, putting that. Now they want to take advantage of it. You're taking advantage of the man. You're taking advantage of the WWE. No, you should not have no social thing going outside of the WWE. Do all that when you come to the end of your contract. You know, you should try to get more people to come to the WWE website. Hey, join me at the WWE website on social media.
You think maybe the superstars should promote WWE more?
Why that's where their money comes from. You think the money come out of Vince's pocket? It comes out of the fans' pocket. Now, these guys on social media are giving it away free.
Well, no, some of them are making lucrative money off of a platform like Cameo.
Hello?
You don't think they should be able to make money in their free time?
Not if you with Vince. No. Do all that later. All that later.
I'll throw this analogy at you.
You should do it through the office.
There are athletes in other sports that do it.
You should do it through the office. Me and you, we just got through talking this week to set up this meeting.
Right.
Didn't I check with you first? Didn't I check with the other guy first?
Yes.
See what I'm saying? I didn't try to go behind your back, Dan, to do anything. I came and told you what I can do, what I can't do, and me and you, we work together. They have to work with Vince. They're not working with Vince when they do that.
So you think if they want to go about these opportunities, they should try and work with WWE?
Yes! That's fair.
But do you think it's right that WWE is trying to claim ownership over someone's legal name?
Yes.
How on earth can you say that?
Why you with him?
So you're trying to tell me when John Cena came out of the womb, because of the loins of John Cena Sr., because the man with the biological name John Cena...
Why you under contract? Brother, when you signed a contract, you think I signed Tony Atlas when I signed a contract? No, I did not.
Right.
The contract is not with the character. You got to remember that.
But how can you own someone's name?
Why that person is with you, WWE should have the only rights when it comes to, they don't want to own the name, they want to own the name while you are employed with them, which is fair. Once they release you from the contract, you are a free agent to do what the hell you want. But while you are on a contract with the WWE, I don't think that you should be on any other social media trying to make money on the slide. I don't think you should do. But I think you should, because you're not doing all you can to help the WWE. You're only doing what it requires of you. You're not putting out any extra. You're taking and you're not giving. You're taking it and you're using it somewhere else. It's kind of like you buying me a brand new car and you make all the payments and then I'm gonna ride everybody in the car but you.
Sounds like what Linda Moratti did to me last December.
Same thing.
Same thing. Linda, if you're watching this,
no matter how you slice it,
in my car, kid.
No matter how you slice it, they doing the WWE a disservice. That's why the merchandise is gonna fall down. Otherwise, they're gonna be selling pictures and merchandise on their freaking website. They're trying to draw the followers from the WWE to them. They stealing. In the olden days, if you wanted to see Bruno Sammartino, you're not going to see him on the NWA show. You're not going to see him on the AWA show. You only would see him during them days on the WWF show.
Right.
That's what made the WWF so big. You had to go to that place to do that. The same thing with a store. If I could go and get the same Whopper at McDonald's that I get at Burger King, why would I go to Burger King anymore?
Fair enough.
I can get that burger anywhere. If they could get it, most people must, like you rather work direct with me than with a third party.
Sure.
Well, the fans are no different. Once they started being able to contact and know the wrestler's real name and talk to that wrestler personally, you think they're going to go to the WWE website? Do you think that? You think they want to, because the WWE in this is the third party now. Who you rather talk to, an agent or the wrestler?
The wrestler.
You think the fans in it different?
You know, in really having this conversation
but
with
see,
you,
it's different.
You're making me think about it a little
because
different.
It's different with a corporate. See, people, Tony Atlas was the biggest screw up that the WWE ever had. I learned what I learned the hard way. If I had known then what I know now, my career would have went much further. I was that person that took from the WWF at that time and put it into other things. My ratings dropped in the WWF because they did not have to go to the WWF to see Tony Atlas. They didn't have to go to the WWF to hear from Tony Atlas because you can hear from him anywhere. And I'm doing it for free. And Vince is the one spending the money. The money's coming out of Vince's pocket. First it comes from the wrestling fans. Then from the wrestling fans to Vince. Then from Vince to the wrestler. Then the wrestler go off on his own and use all that energy to develop his own website, but he's not putting nothing, he's taking attention from Vince's website. If I could talk directly to Seth Rollins, why the hell would I go to Vince's website? Why? Why? I could go straight to Seth Rollins. I could go straight to Kane. I could go straight to Undertaker. Why in the hell would I want to go on Vince's website?
Why? To me, and you're making me think different after this conversation, but my one sticking point is this, Tony. I think if they want that much control over these athletes, they should not be treated as independent contractors. They should be treated as employees.
I don't agree with that because these wrestlers are grown men. They know what they're doing. They're grown men. They know what they're doing. They try to be slick. They try to take advantage of Junior like they did with Senior. That's all they're trying to do. Wrestlers always try to get over on the boss. You know that. Try to get out of work. But this is different. You're hurting the company that is making you. You're taking from them. You're taking a media. It's kind of like the best way to put it. It's kind of like I run a wrestling show the same night you run one. I'm going to steal fans from you. Right. Fans that come to my show would have been in your show. People that's on Seth Rollins. Now I'm just using that example, and I'm saying he's doing it. People that go on Seth Rollins' website and talk to him personally, they would have went to where to talk to him?
WWE.com.
They don't have to because you go straight to Seth.
Well, I say this, I am a WWE stockholder, so I guess for my WWE stock, it's a good thing.
Your stock don't go up. He's hurting your stock. You like your stock going to go up if nobody goes to that website to fan out things anymore? If they can find out they can get it somewhere else? It's like anything else. It's like women. No offense to women. I mean, why should I cry over one woman when I got 6 women over here waiting to go to bed with me?
That almost sounds like Gabe in the control room.
Well, Gabe, young, nice-looking young man, he can handle them. I'm old fart, I can't handle that. But you know, you have to have some type of loyalty to the company that made you. I was the type of person, I only had loyalty to myself, so I ended up by myself. Okay? These guys, when the WWE died down or loses fans, and then they had to release them,
not so good,
why did they fire me? Your ratings went down. Why your ratings went down? Because people don't come to WWE to listen to you no more. They go to your website. So since you want to run your own website, you promote your own self. Why should I promote you to make money for everybody but me? Why would you pay me and I work for everybody but Dan? Why would you do that?
You know, Tony, I got to tell you, sometimes I think that's the most interesting part of these shows. There's kind of an age gap between you and I. We come from 2 different worlds.
What you trying to say?
You know what I'm saying. But I think sometimes...
He just called me old,
I did not call you old. I just said there was a bit of an age difference.
Well, I'm not younger.
Maybe I'm older than you. The fans
in some ways you are.
But I tell you, we always come to, hopefully, a respectful conclusion at the end of the shows, because I always respect your opinion.
Where's the loyalty?
Even if we don't agree.
Brother? Where's the loyalty? Where's the loyalty? They want Vince to be loyal to them, but don't you think they should show him some loyalty? That's one thing about Ric Flair that was different, and Sting, that were different than every wrestler. When Vince was calling all these wrestlers, he made one phone call, they're gone. One phone call, Hulk Hogan, one phone call, he's there. Junkyard Dog, Piper, everybody. Ric Flair, no, I'm with WCW. Sting, no, I'm with WCW. They had loyalty. That is what's missing in this world. If I marry a woman, I should be loyal to that woman. My wife's been in the hospital for 1 year and 2 months. I have not laid, touched, or did anything with another woman. And I got all the opportunity, all the free time to cheat on my wife, to have sex with another woman. I won't do it, even though my wife is laying in the hospital on her sick bed. I feel like I'm destroying my wife, showing no loyalty to my marriage by going with another woman, even though my wife is unable to satisfy me sexually. That do not give me the right to be disloyal to her.
You're a good man.
Because social media is out there for the taking, don't give these wrestlers the right to cheat on Vince.
To whore out Vince.
They cheating on Vince. They cheated. Vince is the spouse. He's the one that give them a living. He's the one that paying for the computer. He's the one that paying for their website. And they showed him no loyalty. Yes, he got a right to put his foot down. Yes, while they are working for him, no matter if it's an independent contractor or labor, any way you want, the paycheck is coming from Vince, and the people that doing that is showing him no loyalty whatsoever. They scumbags.
Wow. All right, wrestling.
Because I was a scumbag, and my mom had an old saying, it take one to know one. So from one scumbag to another one, stop doing that. Show some loyalty to that company. Why do you think Cody is coming up so big and all these other companies coming big? Because the people that work for Vince is doing Vince more harm than good by doing that. You're not helping the WWE by doing that. You're helping yourself. Selfish prick.
Well, how do you really feel? All right, wrestling fans, I'm really interested to know, what do you think about this one? It has been all over the wrestling media.
Loyalty. Think about loyalty. Nobody got loyalty no more.
In the comment section below, what do you think? Is WWE going too far, or is Tony right? Should they have extreme loyalty to the company? As we're running out of time, fans, again, we're chatting on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. We got the super chat button open. We got Maria, we got Tina, we got Slick Rick B up in Maine. We got J.A., we got Trigger Trey, we got all our friends. Jan from the Netherlands joins us. Marvelous Mick somewhere over in Asia. Everybody loves to talk with Tony Tuesdays at 9, and then we have Marty Jannetty Thursdays at 9. Again, eBay, we got the great merchandise. Shoot us a message if you would like to purchase any of this so eBay doesn't take a big cut and we can keep professional wrestling legends working. Tony, I have absolutely no... Oh, that's from Clark Kent in the other room. That was his script, as you call it. That has nothing to do with you. You're getting a little...
Oh, he got a script, I don't get one.
You don't need one.
That's discrimination.
All right. Well, for the Hall of Fame and Mr. USA, Tony Ellis, I'm Dan Marati. There is no discrimination over on our Patreon channel, where for the price of a cup of coffee on Starbucks, you can help keep wrestling legends like Tony, Marty Jannetty working, stream dozens of Studio Shoot interview DVDs, and get early ad-free access to these shows. We love you very much. We couldn't do it without you. For Tony, I'm Dan Marati. Be well, stay healthy. Good night.